Hi everyone, I'm going to tell a very traumatic story of a dental experience that I'm still trying to recover from. You might wonder, why am I telling this story? And I think it's because telling a story is a part of the healing process. And I hope that I can heal in some ways, though I'm not naive enough to think that I will heal fully. So, first, I wanted to start with when I was a kid. It seemed like the dentist was a place where you got scratch and sniff stickers, and I didn't think about the experience too much. Even when I was a teenager and needed a root canal on a tooth, I relaxed the best I could through the hour-long procedure. I never liked the sensations associated with dental care, keeping my mouth open for a long time or the pinch of the numbing shots, but I managed okay until all of that changed. When I suffered a long, traumatic dental experience. The dental trauma began back in 2011, starting with a simple filling on tooth number 9 to treat a cavity. Following that, I got an abscess above tooth number 9 and then needed a root canal. But the dentist couldn't properly numb me due to the severity of infection, so the dentist gave up on doing a root canal and instead said I had to find a sedation dentist. And so much pain following that failed root canal attempt. I had an emotional breakdown, causing me to need to be escorted by transit security so that I could get home safely. After nearly 2 weeks, I saw a sedation dentist using nitrous oxide and local numbing injections, which were extremely painful. I was so distraught by the root canal procedure that afterwards I jumped out of a moving vehicle that fortunately was moving slowly, so I wasn't hurt. Then that root canal failed, and I had an apoquectomy with an endodontist who provided medications that produced a blackout, allowing me to be safely escorted home by a friend, and I have no memory of the procedure. I then spent over a decade with flare ups of stabbing pain associated with tooth number 9. Every couple of years, I went to the dentist and endodontist complaining of severe pain flare ups, and they said that the imaging looked good and that maybe I just had neuralgia. During this time, I saw a neurologist who speculated that I may have trigeminal neuralgia due to the severity of the pain. Drugs like amitriptyline and gabapentin, as well as medical marijuana, were not helpful with relieving the pain. After over 10 years of pain flare ups associated with tooth number 9, finally, the dentist and endodontist agreed that it looked bad on imaging, and I got the tooth extracted by an oral surgeon who did bone grafting as well. Extraction of the tooth cured the stabbing pain, but left me with flare ups of soreness and sensitivity. Plus, see, no front tooth. I got the dental implant post done via nitrous oxide and local numbing in January of 2025. Although I made it through that procedure, I deeply regret memories of the painful numbing injections that caused me to scream, and I regret how uncomfortable I felt during the procedure despite taking Ativan. I went in for the abutment in April 2025, but had the worst meltdown, screaming and crying despite taking Valium. I was unable to do the procedure in April 2025, so it had to be rescheduled. The abutment was completed on July 3rd, 2025, under IV sedation and with the use of high dose of Xanax. I was escorted home safely by my partner, thankfully. I have sensory processing issues and I have difficulty tolerating the sensory experiences of dental care, and I have difficulty advocating for my needs sometimes. I have been seen I have seen multiple mental health professionals, including doing EMDR therapy intensive to treat severe dental anxiety, but that therapy unfortunately didn't work. My primary care doctor thinks that my dental anxiety is untreatable, considering that Ativan and Valium are not effective. The 2 milligrams of Xanax did cause close to a blackout to get through IV sedation. Unfortunately, the current state of things is that I cannot tolerate dental care without being sedated. I wish I could choose a reality in which no professional ever touched inside my mouth. Unfortunately, I have no choice because I have dental needs to address. I found out that I need 2 more procedures before I can get tooth number 9. There is a procedure where they remove the healing abutment, put on the new abutment, and then take that off and put the healing abutment back on. This is due to measurements to construct the new tooth. Then I need a procedure to put the crown on and to handle a couple very minor fillings. I plan to be sedated for both because I am at my wits' end and cannot tolerate anything else. I feel emotionally devastated by my dental care experiences and would like nothing more than for this nightmare to finally be over. For all those out there suffering from dental trauma, I feel you. And I hope that you can find a flexible dentist willing to sedate you for anything that you want to be sedated for. Because I don't know about you, but there is no way I can ever tolerate being aware and conscious of dental care unless it's just imaging or just taking a look. But anything else is an absolute no for me. And I didn't start out that way. I was pretty open hearted and open minded, but I've had just traumatic experiences basically from since 2011. It's been a complete nightmare.